Hey team, just checking a couple of sounds. Let me know if, where are we at? If you can hear me on TikTok and if you can hear me on YouTube, just let me know if you can hear it. Can hear me? Amazing. That's good to know. Just checking TikTok. Can you hear me, TikTok? It's only a couple of people there, so it's probably not. It's very quiet people in TikTok. Can never hear what's happening in terms of whether there's noise or not. So people, if you're watching on TikTok, can you please let me know if the sound is working or not, please? Just want to double check. Okay, cool, sweet. Let's get going. Yes, Maisha, your favorite. It's integration, right? All right, so the usual today, folks. What we're going to be doing is this is 2024 exam parallel paper. So I've taken some questions from 2024, looking at question 1 from 2024, and we're going to be doing a parallel paper. So parallel paper basically just means the numbers are changed, and thanks to ChatGPT, it just makes it a lot more easier now for me to create these questions. So today our aim is, let me just double check. I think it's the usual formatting of questions in integration. So we're going to be doing 2 achieveds, 2 merits, and 1 excellence question. Oh, no, I need that. Hang on. Let me just set up everything here, and we're good to go. So we're going to start off with the achieved question here. So this is question 1 at the moment. I reckon I don't think we're going to go for too long today, because these questions they're quite nice to work through. Good luck for it, Penguin. And Rihanna, hi. Next term. Yeah, that is a long time away. Hey, what's up, Lee? How you doing? All right, so guys, this question here, I'm only going to give you a couple of minutes, so we'll go through the answer at 8:04. So give this a go, and then, well, this is our first question that we're doing, Adyan. So we've got 2 achieveds, 2 merits, and 1 excellence question today. I'll see how we go with this one, and if it's good, then we'll probably keep continuing the style. Otherwise, I might just do something like a merit, only merit questions, only excellence questions kind of session as well. By the way, if you have forgotten your formulas, I might just grab this quickly. Because I never remember the SecX one anyway, so hang on, let me just dump it in the what do you call it? All right, so there we go. Hello Santa Claus. Saint Claus. Dead pitches, I'm good. I'm actually really good, because I ended up making I got a, well, not a job, but like I do like some work on my store, and I got a nice 21st key that I made. I'll actually show you guys at the end of this session. I'll show you what it looks like. But yeah, it was good fun. All right, 8:04 guys, we're gonna go through this question. So basically we're doing integration, and we're looking for sec x tan x. So in other words, we are looking for sec x tan x, and when we integrate it, we're going to end up with sec x. At the end, we've got 5 questions. I don't know how long it's going to take me. When we finish the 5 questions, we're done. Ferris, almost in junior college. Anyway, so we're going to integrate this. So when we integrate 8 sec 3x tan 3x, we just write down the 8 as it is. Now the sec 3x tan x integrates to just sec 3x. And the most important thing that we need to do, of course, in this case, is don't forget to divide by the differentiation of the brackets, which in this case is 3x. So we're just going to differentiate that, and we're going to get 3. And the last thing, if you've been keeping up with the socials, put a plus c. Don't forget the plus c, because that's fairly important as well. And I think the part where most people forget is differentiating the whatever's inside the bracket there. I mean, I don't know why, it just people always forget it, and that's how they end up getting this question wrong. So yeah, that's usually what they do, is they start with a nice achieved question, just like your basic integration question, and all you got to do is just make sure you don't forget to differentiate that highlighted yellow part. That's all right, Alan. You still got like a couple of months to get it back up and running. All right, so cool. That's question 1. I don't think there's really any kind of big questions here. We will go to the next question. Now, the next question, I just need to draw a little graph real quickly. I don't think it's going to make any difference, but it's just one of these graphs that look like that and something like that. Oh no, maybe not like that, sorry. Where this is 0, 0, and we're looking for x equals negative 0.3. And so basically the question's asking, what is this shaded region that's in yellow? Welcome back, Aluz. What year level was, well, not what year level, what year did you do calculus in? Do you cover related rates of change for integration? I think, I'm trying to think, isn't rate of change in differentiation, Gideon? Unless my head is not working. Oliver Harris, no, but sounds amazing. I would love to do that. Of course, I need to apply for permission from my management at home and my son. But look, man, like, yeah, get in touch. I'd definitely be keen to come through do that. Yeah, that's a while ago, Aluz. Well, I can't believe that's a time has actually gone. Folks, I'm going to give you another minute for this, and then I'll go through the answer. So 8:09, I'll go through the answer. So as you guys can see, I'm not really spending too much time on the achieved questions, because I think achieved questions, really, you want to spend like a minute or two max. I'd almost even say like merit. When you get to merit, you can actually, you should want to be spending not more than 3 to 4 minutes on those merit questions. Lucky Lock, I'm not sure, man. Like it's I haven't actually gone through that proper protocol for marking for CAA. Related rates of change for integration. Oh my god, like I'm sure it's differentiation, unless I've made a stuff up somewhere. I don't know, Gideon, you got to give me a question to kind of let me know. IDK, look, I think you've got to start rethinking things, right? You can't actually think like you failed. You just you had a bad attempt. Now you're gonna get the real one coming soon. So think differently, my friend, and you might actually be onto it. All right, 8:09. Let's go through this question here. So basically, what this question's asking you to do is integral of 30x 4x squared minus 1 cubed dx. Now, I'm going to be brutally honest with you folks, all right? So these types of questions, what I like to do is, oh yeah, I see what you mean by Dio. I'll come back to you in a second. Hang on, give me 1 second. Let me just do this question. I'll come back to that rate of change one. So basically what you can do is, as long as you show the question and the integrated part, you can actually do this question in the calculator, and especially at level 3. The main part is you've got to actually show that you know how to integrate. dog is not happy. And then after that, I usually use the calculator. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys, did you guys want me to do the substitution method here, or just do it as it is? That's good to know, IDK. That's good to know. Yeah, Gideon, I think that you're talking about Newton's law of cooling type of questions, right? Where something is leaking out over some period of time, and yeah. Now, don't worry, Gideon. We'll spend a bit of time with those in the next kind of couple of weeks. When we get there, we'll do those questions. Easiest method in this case, like sometimes the easiest method is like you've got to be able to recognize, and I think when you recognize it, you could actually use reverse chain rule. But I'll actually show you guys both methods, because the substitution method actually works for everything. It's like one of those, I love the substitution rule, U sub substitution, because it just works really well. The reverse chain rule, you can do it a lot faster. All right, so if you do the reverse chain rule, by the way, this is between 0 and negative 0.3. For the reverse chain rule, what I kind of do is this idea here. So I write down everything as it is. 34x squared minus 1, but the power actually gets increased by 1, so that's now going to go 3 plus 1. And I also then, what I do is I divide by the new power, which is 4, and I also multiply by the differentiation of whatever's inside this under this pink line here. So that's going to be 8x. Now the problem is it's very easy to kind of stuff up. Like fundamentally this is wrong, but it still kind of works in a way, if that makes sense. So what happens is that you actually end up with this value here. We don't need to worry about the plus c, but the two x's cancel out, and we've got 30 over 32 4x squared minus 1 to the power of 4, and this is between 0 and negative 0.3. Good luck in entanglement games, you'll be fine. So once we then do this, the next step, what I like to do is I like to show the marker that I know what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to go 30 over 32, and I'm going to go 4 times 0 squared minus 1 to the power of 4 minus 30 over 32, 4 times negative 0.3 squared minus 1 to the power of 4. Now obviously trying to put this in the calculator, I'm like, man, I don't want to be putting this in the calculator. I'm going to make a mistake somewhere. So this is where you kind of have to be a little bit clever. And I've done all the working, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the calculator and go option, calc, and see how this little button integral of dx is there, F4. I'm going to click that, and I'm literally going to just type in the equation. So I'm going to get 30x multiplied by 4x squared, so it's 4x squared minus 1, and my two limits are negative 0.3 and 0. And when I do this, I end up with this looking answer. I'm getting 1.0. Is that what you guys are getting? 1.107. I'm just trying to double check if everything is right. To the power of 3. Yeah, that's what I thought. I made it. Oh yeah, I forgot the power of 3. Okay, let's go back. How do I go back? Yeah, I thought this answer looked a bit weird. To the power of 3. Okay, let's try that. To the power of 3. There we go. That's better. 0.7802. Yeah, I forgot the cube there. That's my bad. The app for the calculator, I think I've got it. Casio sent me an emulator license, guys. So yeah, that's why it is. But yeah, Q, you can actually do this. So instead of actually doing all that number in the calculator, you use the calculator shortcut to just get the answer right, and then you're good to go. Pretty much entangled. I am officially an uncle. Right. Now, this is reverse chain rule, right? Now, if you were to use substitution rule, so this is to show you very quickly using sub rule, U sub. So what you do is you actually go U is equal to 4x squared minus 1. And then what you do is du dx is equal to 8x. Now here's where things get a little bit interesting. So what you can do is in here, so if you have a look at it, our equation is 30, and I'm going to write x slightly differently. We've got 4x squared minus 1 cubed, and I'm going to put x dx in the corner here. Now you're going to see very shortly why I did this. Now the reason I did this is because I am going to write x dx, so I'm going to rearrange this as du over 8 equals x dx, because all I've done is I've just moved things around. And the reason I wanted to do that was because I could write x dx as du over 8 and x dx here as du over 8. Now the next thing is u is equal to 4x squared minus 1. So this entire thing is going to be u. So what I'm going to end up with is 30 u cubed du over 8. And the other way of writing it is 30 over 8 times u cubed du. Now it's really simple to integrate this, because this would just be 30 over 8 u to the power of 4 divided by 4. And now if you look at the denominator, you're going to get 30 u to the power of 4 over 32. But because u is equal to 4x squared minus 1 to the power of 4 over 32. So this is pretty much what I did here. I'm just going to put this in a different color actually. And that's pretty much the u substitution that actually works right there. Simon, if you don't get the substitution rule, there is, I've set up this playlist, right? Where is it? In here, go to the integration playlist, and I think there's one literally a whole hour that we spend on U sub. If you get the hang of U sub, you can pretty much do any integration. So definitely will recommend you to kind of pick it up and learn it. Leah Spam Bam, after many requests, I will study distributions in the holidays with you guys. So I'll probably stream during the holidays where we try and understand how to do distributions. I will learn with you guys, all right? Is the rate of change, I think that's the, yes, I think it's right at the end, Gideon. Let me just have a quick look, because you want to know which part it was, right? I think it might be part 15. No, part 15 was that stupid trapezium rule that I did. Yeah, here we go. Part 14 is where we did Newton's law of cooling. Part 13 is where we did differential equations. So Gideon, if you go to part 14, you are pretty much should be good to go from that. I really need to, sorry guys, I'll try and get it done where I'll print out all my notes as something that you can take away so that you've got the videos and notes at the same time. I don't know what your, I think Simon, it's not about the mocks. I reckon it's for you to get understanding behind it more than anything else. Hey, look, I'm gonna let me know if there's any questions here. But if you do want to do U substitution, like I said, that set of videos there that I've set up, it's actually quite handy. Absolutely, Simon. I think there is plenty of purpose in actually working through that. So this was another cheat question. Here we go. Next one, we do a little bit of kinematics. And I'm going to give you folks I'll give you like maybe 3 minutes on this. Y star, which video was this? I need to go and have a look. All right, this one I'm going to give you guys maybe about 3 to 4 minutes. Oh, it's really 2024. Oh, I thought I was patient enough. Okay, all right. Thank you for the feedback, Y star. Might have to slow it down next time. All right, so this one is a merit question here. It's all right, Y star. I think join the level 1 tutorial tomorrow, and I think we'll go through a little bit of that, a little bit slower. All right. We're doing level 3 integration, Cole. Answers. If you got the answer, folks, just feel free to throw it up there, and we'll see what we get. Drew, this is a 2024 parallel paper. So just made up, took the questions, gave it to ChatGPT, and regenerated questions for us. Nah, entanglement, you never know. But just be aware, like mocks generally tend to be a little bit more trickier. They like to make you think, like you've got to think really hard for some of those questions. But it just helps you with the exams at the end of the year. All right, I'm going to give you folks another 30 seconds maybe, and then we'll go through the answer. So this is a 2-part question. So integrating it and getting one of the values, you're probably going to get an achieved with it. So keep that in mind, all right? Glad they have been, team. Glad they have been. All right. So I reckon we are good to go with this question. I think everybody does entanglement. They've got calculus and algebra at the same time. Some people have calculus, algebra, and probability at the same time. All right. So we've got velocity here. So if we want to find the formula for distance, we've got to integrate velocity to get distance. So we're going to go integral of 20 t to the power of 1/3 dt. So when we do this, we're going to get 20 t to the power of 1/3 plus 1, which is 4/3 plus 1. So I'm just going to write that as 1/3 plus 1 plus c. All right. So with that in mind, the 1/3 plus 1 is 4/3. So I'm going to write this as 20t to the power of 4/3 divided by 4/3 plus c. Now I'm not really going to bother rearranging this. I'm just going to leave it like that because I'm too lazy and I cannot, in the exams as well, you don't need to get everything exactly correct. Like, your fractions could be left like that. So our first thing is that it says initially the object was 150 meters from point Q. Now this particular word here, initially, this is important because what it means is when t is equal to 0, s is equal to 150. So what we can do is we can substitute it here as S of 0 equals 150. So this is what we use to figure out what the value of C is. So 150 equals 20 to the power of 20 times 0 to the power of 4 over 3 over 4 over 3 plus C. Now because of that 0, we can say that C is equal to 150. C, we're talking about C, and C is asking me this question. We are doing level 3 integration. Would it be possible to cancel out the power of that? How do you mean cancel out the power? Not sure how you're asking me. All right, so the next thing is that we've got the equation for S of t. S of t is equal to 20t to the power of 4/3 over 4/3 plus 150. Now the problem is, it's asking calculate the distance the object has traveled when its velocity reaches 100 meters per second. Now we actually don't have the time when it reaches 100. So we've got to figure out this. V of t is equal to 100, and we got to figure out when is this t. So we've got 20t to the power of 1/3 equals 100. T to the power of 1/3 is equal to 100 divided by 20. So t to the power of 1/3 is equal to 5. So t is equal to 5 cubed. T is equal to 125. Now we can't cancel the 4/3. 4/3 is the power for t. In the denominator, 4/3 is actually a fraction, so cannot cancel it out. All right, so because t is equal to 125, we put S of t, or S of 125, equals 20 to the power, t is already known. That is 125 to the power of 4/3. Running out of room. Divided by 4/3. And let's actually figure out what this is. Mouse, okay, there it is. We've got, I'm going to do this one first. No, you know what? I'm going to cheat. I'm going to put 4 over 3 first as a fraction. Oh, no, you don't have to. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. 20 times 125 to the power of 4 over 3. And the whole thing is divided by 4 over 3 plus 150. All right, so our answer should be 9525 meters. And I think I saw it up there. Now, easy entanglement. You're more than welcome. Simon, yeah, sorry, there's a double chat happening here. I mean, I'm on TikTok streaming as well as YouTube. This is definitely a merit question. 7112, I wonder where your mistake was, Egg. Yeah, definitely a merit question for this one. No one in particular. Depends what you're trying to get into. Yeah, that's a bit tough, entanglement games, like not having a graphics calculator. Well, okay, wait, let me pause here. I'm just going to put a bunch of lines here just to kind of get rid of some final questions people have. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Let me know if you have any questions with this so far, and then we'll actually go through that. Joe, the reason I decided to do that was because I was getting a lot of people still messaging me going, I only found out about you recently. So I was like, you know what? I'm streaming on YouTube, and it's literally just like one extra window that's popping up, and I was like, might as well do it there. And like, I mean, I don't really keep track of all the all these things that happen there, but the only thing I keep track of is the chat itself, and then try to help out. Egg. So that means you probably would be looking at 100 for that one. Not 100, what do you call it? Achieved for that one if you got it. If you can get up to line 6 and you've integrated it, yeah, I think you get an achieved for it. Quack to quack. Yeah, the first time I got it, I was like, this is a bit weird. You know, I'm a married man and people are giving me roses. What the hell is this? Yeah, Penguin, they change it every now and then because I think it's based on the exam questions, like to see how people did. And if they find that, oh, actually not a lot of people are getting excellence, then they try to cut that score down to 19. 19 is a very generous excellence. Can't do that. No one in particular. I need to get some reviews for people that have done the 15-hour playlist just to see what they think of it. No, I heard, Ivana, yeah, and I saw that you also fixed your calculator mistake, that X that we were talking about earlier. No, God's word. I think they've got to have an excellence because there's no way they're going to give you 18-point excellence. They'll minimum 19. It has to be 19. All right, I'm assuming that there's not many questions here. People are like, let's just go to the next one, see how we go. So this was a merit question. Next merit question is this one here. Let's try this next merit question here. Differential equations. Yeah, I'm going to tell you this right now. You're going to need to use the formula sheet for this, and I'll see if I can just dump a hint for you. Amazing entanglement. Yeah, that's a 10-hour playlist is the calculus one. Dy dx is just differentiation. It's just another way of writing y dash. Where's the formula sheet for this? Cos x sin x, product rule. So I'm going to give you a hint here, and I'm going to put this in. There's my hint right there, and hopefully you can kind of get through that. IDK, I haven't actually got to I don't know who you are, so it's pretty hard for me to avoid your badge. Can you just email me and remind me, please? I've got to do badges tonight. There you go. Simon, I've put the formula sheet for you, the main formula that you need. Hello, Arizan. This is level 3, folks. Level 3. All right, I'll give you another 2 minutes for this, and then I'll go through the answers, all right? Is today Monday? Huh. It's interesting. Yeah, sweet IDK. Quack to Quark, it's funny, they don't actually call me either. They call me Subhash, and my school, they call me by my first name. Although I'm thinking about changing it back to Mr. Chandakay following next year, because I do miss that name instead of Subhash. Yeah, Mr. Chandakay was cool, or even just Chandakay. That was good. Another half a minute, people. If you need a bit more time, let me know. Otherwise, I will give you more time, and then we can actually go through the questions. Entanglement, I'm a full-time teacher. I teach at, the highest I teach is year 10 at Ormiston Junior College. Frizzle, which school was that? Because I did quite a few schools. Shravadab. I still haven't done that video, man. I've got to make that video. It's been a year. What should I start revising for level 2 maths external? See, this is why we do it on TikTok, because there's always someone that comes through in the last minute. Who was it that asked? Kevin. All right, Kevin, here you go. This is your level 2. This is what you need to do. Go to YouTube, find my channel. You've got level 2 algebra in 15 hours. That's your starter pack. And I think when you're finished with that, you go to your medium pack, which is the tutorial live streams. And then when you're ready, you get the advanced pack, which is the exam walkthroughs. Feel free based on where you're at, and good luck for your exams. Oh yeah, Massey, yeah, that was good fun. It's great fun actually. You got 2.64. What is that? 4 times 1 point. I don't know. Can you check your calculator if it's actually in degrees or radians? I don't know. Let's go through it. I think you're ready to go through it, right? Okay, let's follow through this. Now, when I look at this one, given that y equals 5 and x equals pi over 4, find the value of, yeah, okay, whatever. So I first need to figure out what y is equal to. Now, dy dx is equal to 12 cos 2x sine x. Now, cos 2x and sine x, that's going to be this one here, right? Cos A sine B. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this as, I need a 2 by itself. So I'm going to take 6 times 2 cos 2x sine x. Now when I do this, I'm still haven't started differentiating it, but I'm going to get 6 multiplied by 2 cos 2x sine x is equal to sine of 3x minus sine of x. So this is all following from the green line right there. And of course, remember that this is your A value and B value. So this is A and B added. This is A minus B. So that's how I get those, that part of the, so I haven't actually integrated it yet. All I've done here is I've just replaced it with like what it's going to be easier for me to integrate. Now I'm going to integrate this, and when I'm integrating this, I want to integrate this with 6 sine 3x minus sine x. But what I'm going to do is I can actually take the 6 out. So if I take the 6 out, I get 6 integral of sine 3x minus sine x dx. Now from here, I can integrate it. I'm going to get 6 sine x, is it cos 3x? Oh, I can't remember now, is it? Yeah, it should be. Cos 3x, it'll become minus, and that's divided by 3. And then I've got minus cos x over 1. So really, I've got 6 times negative cos 3x over 3 plus cos x. So what I've got here is negative 2 cos 3x plus cos x. Negative 2 cos 3x plus 6. Oh, sorry, 6 cos x. I forgot the 6. And of course, don't forget the plus c. So I'm just going to pause here for a second. So this is line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let me know if there is any questions here so far, because I think this part up to here you probably might get achieved. I don't know. I think you might need to find the c value to get an achieved. Oh, you forgot to integrate. It's all right, Kai. That always happens. People always forget that. They always make that mistake with these trig ones. They just substitute it and then be done with it. Dhruv, basically I did this. 6 multiplied by this, so 6 times 1 over 3 will become minus 2. Then I did 6 times cos x to actually get that. How did I get to 4? Adyan, because I need to integrate line 3, all I did was I just put that integral sign, that's all, because I needed to integrate that. Shouldn't the 6 in line 3 be just in front of sine 3x and not both? Nah, it has to be both, because remember the green part from line 2 is actually inside the bracket. So yeah, the 6 will be actually for sine 3x as well as sine x. Oh yeah, you got it, Sonia. How'd you get to 4? I think I already answered that. Cool. So we need to figure out what the c value is. And so it says when x is equal to pi over 4, y is equal to 5. Now our equation is minus 2 cos 3x plus 6 cos x plus c. Okay, I get it. Jeez. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute my 5 and pi over 4. So 5 is equal to minus 2 cos 3 pi over 4 plus 6 cos pi over 4 plus c. Now when you're doing pi over 4 in the calculator, please remember that this is in radians. So I just want to double check my calculator is in radians. Yep, that's good. So now I'm going to go negative 2 cos, and in the brackets I've got 3 pi over 4 plus 6 cos, and I'm going to get pi over 4. So I've got 4 root 2, so I've got 5 is equal to 4 root 2 plus c. So the c value equals 5 minus 4 root 2. Now, we're not done here, are we? Because that's the c value. The next thing is we need to figure out what it equals to when it's pi over 2. So next stop is x is equal to pi over 2, and then y is equal to minus 2 cos 3 pi over 2 plus 6 cos pi over 2 plus 5 minus 4 root 2. All right, so I'm going to have to actually work this out. But because I was, what did I do? I did, in my previous question, I had it as pi over 4. I'm just going to go and get rid of wherever the 4 is and replace it with a 2. That's a 2 there. And as you can see, this is equal to 0. So my final answer is going to be when x equals to pi over 2, y is equal to 5 minus 4 root 2. All right, so once again, I'll put up some line numbers. Feel free to ask. 14, 15, 16, and 17. Yeah, Simon, that's a lot of work for merit. 5 minus 4 root 2, is it? Let me just check, because I don't know what that answer is for that. Negative 0.657. Yeah, human beings. I think you got it, which is the c value as well as the final answer. All right, I'll pause, people. Let me know if you have any questions. There's always one that'll always come in. PR Naga. Yeah, go and watch the 10-hour playlist on my YouTube channel. You'll be fine in 10 hours. Watch it on double speed. Do it in 5 hours. Ah, there you go, egg. Well, welcome back, Entangled. Sissy Vale. Still not too late. There's still some of my old stuff that's there. Go have a look through that. You'll be fine. A paper order. For the final exam, Paul, I've had people actually got not achieved in their mocks and get excellence. Because sometimes they kind of feel like they deserve to get that not achieved, and then they kind of get their act together and sort of work through it. Lost after step, what is it? Hang on, what did he say? So step 10, all I did was this. They give you this clue. When y equals to 5, x is equal to pi over 4. So that's all I've done here. Y is equal to 5, x equals pi over 4. So to figure out what the c value is, I need to substitute the y, and I need to substitute the x values. So that's what I did there, and I kind of, when I solve it, I end up with the c. What's the plus button, PHY? I've got no idea. Sonia, the cos squared one, it can come. I'm not gonna lie, there is a possibility of it coming, but because it's such a, like, you know, they always kind of do the question, it kind of sucks that they do that, but yeah, I mean, don't worry, they probably will put it in there. All right, team, this last question is a bit of an annoying question. I'm gonna accept it. I think it's one of those questions where once you get it, you kind of just get it done and dusted. I don't think we have any more questions here, do we, for this particular one, this merit question. The last question for the night is an excellence one, and I know that we'll probably finish it faster than you think. But yes, this is a merit. I actually feel the excellence question is shorter than this merit question. Ridiculously shorter. Gideon, it's on my list, but I'll probably have to wait till the holidays, my friend. I've also got to do some work around the house. My garden's looking like a jungle at the moment, and yeah. Level 2 coordinate geometry. Lena, I don't know what year level you are, so it's a bit hard for me to kind of mention that. Okay, so this question here, I might just need to draw the graph real quickly. Just bear with me, people. Bear with me. Desmos. Where am I typing? Open camera calculator. So what do we got? 4. Squared x. Is that going to work? Yeah. 4 sec squared x between... Eesh. What is this question? And then tan squared x. And we're looking between the two curves, the line x equals 1 and the y-axis. X equals to 1. Just bear with me, people. Give me a second. I'll try and get this diagram out for you. X label we're gonna go is -1 to 1.1, and then let's go from negative 0.1. All right, here we go. That's better. So basically, this question is asking us to find this area here. Now, let me just take a screenshot of it, and I'll dump it in here so we can actually have a look at it. Oh, no, that's not it. I want all of this. Bear with me, team. Bear with me. There we go. So what they're asking for, the question's actually asking for, is this area here. And I'm telling you right now, this is one of these annoying excellence questions, because you will probably finish it and go, what the hell, that was so easy. I promise you that. But I'm actually going to let you kind of have a look through this, and I'll give you a hint. And I think my hint, what can I give you as a hint? Okay, here's the hint. If you ever see like tan squared and sec squared, here is your hint that you're going to get. George, you can. I'm stuck on a question, and I'm still stuck on it after a week. Because I don't know, it's just I just can't figure out how to explain it, George. So I apologize, but I'll try and get it done. This is an excellence question, by the way. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave you maybe a couple of minutes to try and do this. Man, I can't grow anything. I just got to cut the grass so that my dog can go poo in it. You know, if I don't cut it, he's just like, he just waits for me, and then I've like, it's like a minefield there. Of course you don't expect that. What? It's normal life, guys, all right? Like, you get a dog, your dog poos in the backyard. It's just the way it is. Finn, I don't think you need to use ChatGPT. You're gonna remember, guys, if you want to find I don't know if you remember watching any of this in the live streams, but like, if you want to find area between two curves, you go top minus bottom, and you put the limits between that. So here is what the question is going to start off with. Penguin, I knew you were going to do that. That's why I've given this little hint right here. Have a look at that hint. But basically, what you're trying to do is integral between 1 and 0 of 4 sec squared x minus tan squared x dx. Now, I'm not going to lie. When I looked at this question last year, I went, this is just like such a horribly easy excellence question that they would give you. I cannot believe you can actually give that simple. But it's just learning how to, look at the question. Yeah, you're on the right track, human beings. But Penguin, like, look, if you look at the integral thing that we did before, right? There is no way you can do, where is it? Let me just put this here. See, there's nothing there about tan squared x. The only thing you can do is sec squared x and so on. All right, I'm going to go through this, all right? Now, the trick of this entire question is based on the identity. Now, as Penguin actually said, you can't actually integrate tan squared x because there's no formulas for you. Like in this part here, there's nothing that shows you how to actually do tan squared x. But, you don't have to vacuum cleaner, appreciate it. But what you can do is get rid of tan squared x, because we can get rid of tan squared x using one of these identities here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this as 1 and 0, 4 sec squared x minus, and inside here I'm going to get sec squared x minus 1 dx. Now that's done, I can actually go integral of 1 and 0, 4 sec squared x minus sec squared x plus 1 dx. So this is now simply going to be integral of 1 and 0. 4 minus 1 is going to be 3. So this is 3 sec squared x plus 1 dx. When you integrate it, you're going to get 3 tan x plus x between 1 and 0. And like I told you before, the last part you can actually do it on the calculator itself. But because we are going to go tan of 1 plus 1 minus 3 tan of 0 plus 0. I think you can just do it straight away in the calculator. So you've got 3 tan of 1 plus 1, and that's equal to 5.67. As mentioned before, this is probably one of those really annoying, easy excellence questions once you actually see what's happening. That's what I mean by egg. Now, area questions are always easy, but I think this one was particularly easy last year. When I saw this integration excellence question, I was like, this just makes sense. Yes, oh my God, yes, we've got a 6.7. Okay, there you go. Happy 5.67. Even better. All right, I'll tell you what's better than 6.7. 5.67. Quote that. No, I don't think human beings. This was actually given an excellence in the exam paper last year, 2024 paper was given an excellence. And I can see why they give it an excellence, because like it's just learning how to use that identity. But I think this year, if they give you that same question, I'd guarantee it, it'll be a merit. Do I need to combine the equations into one whole thing? Could you tell me which line you're talking about, Gideon? How do you get to 333 for line 3? What do you mean 333? No one in particular. I'm not sure what you're asking there. Oh, Gideon, I see. No, you don't need to combine the equations. You can do it separately as well, Gideon. That's absolutely fine. But generally speaking, what happens is, like, the reason why we do top minus bottom is because when you separate the equation, right, what happens is when you do, let me just try and show you this. So imagine this was the red one, right? So the red one looks something like this. And then you've got your, so the red one, it calculates the area, all of the area underneath the curve. And then when you do the blue one, which is like that, that's going to be all the pink area there. So when you do the green minus the pink area, you actually get the yellow area. And the faster way of doing that would be going top minus bottom. But you can still do your method there, Gideon. So you can actually have the two functions separate, find the area separate. So what you're doing is, like, when you do it separately, you're calculating the green area, and then you're calculating the pink area, and then you're subtracting each of them. So you're still going to end up with the same answer. Sam, for these questions, generally you can just leave it empty. They're not too fussed. How did I get 5.79? Do you want to check your calculator mode, Penguin? Just thinking it might be... No, actually, no, it's not the calculator mode. I'm not sure how you got 5.79 now. Alex, they always give the graph in the exam. It's just ChatGPT can't generate the graph, so I've got to do it separately. Love it, Entangle. Well, actually, it depends, Entangle. What if this person was actually standing on a building, and then they kicked it in height, and it ends up being 130 meters below ground? Siri, normally with these types of questions, I would actually keep the mode in radians. William, I don't know if it's challenging because I don't know where your maths is. So, Egg, someone else was asking the same thing, and I reckon you'd be all right with these ones. I mean, if you really want to write unit squared, you can. 100% it matters whether the one goes on top or penguin. The one or the bigger number always goes on top. By the way, who got 5.79? Penguin. Here's another way to check your answer, because remember, we can actually do integral, and we're looking between 4 sec squared x. Now sec, you can't actually put this in the calculator, so you've got to do a little bit of manipulation. Sec is 1 over cos. So that's going to become cos of, I'm going to put the cos in bracket. So cos x squared, so that's 4 sec squared x, minus tan squared x, so it's going to be tan x squared. And what are my two values? And this is between 0 and 1. There we go. 5.67, that's what you should be getting for that answer. Entangle, like, I know you're still in level 2, but it's worth pursuing a graphics calculator, because it's fairly handy for some of these questions. Yeah, Penguin, and I think it's a really good mistake you've made there, Penguin, because this is what I mean by, right? Like, this is why I like doing the calculator method, because as long as you show all of your steps and then do the final part in the calculator, you'll get the right answer. And so you avoid making that, because if you had written 5.79, then for this question, you're only going to get E7, and you actually miss out on that E8. Is sleep proportional to success? No, because I know people that end up spending a lot of time gaming, a la me. That was back like 20 years ago. I wasn't successful just because I was getting 3 hours of sleep, because I was playing like 12 hours a day. Royson, how do you get to that on the calculator? You just go into main menu, go to the run mode, and well, why is it not working? Yeah, and then what you want to do is click on option, go to calc, and then integral of dx. Now, if for any reason you actually can't keep up with that, go to this playlist here, and I think I've set it up there. I can't remember off the top of my head. Poisson distribution. There we go. Definite integrals. It's there, so you can actually go watch that video for the for that as well. Oh man, I was hooked into World of Warcraft, eh? So like I used to finish all my work at like school and just rush home 4 o'clock. I would actually start playing World of Warcraft and play till like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock every day. Yeah, but hey, look, folks, that's pretty much it for today. If you're just joining me, well, if you're just joining now, a couple of things. The revision stuff is there. Go there, have a look, you know, get yourself sorted out. There's level 2 playlists, level 3 playlists. Those are like if you're really struggling with any of the topics, just pick one of those, and recommendation is watch it at twice the speed. So really, someone said to me, you can actually watch all 3 playlists in one day. And I was like, how do you do that? And they're like, oh, just watch it in double speed. And there you go. So Brutus Best at the bottom of the screen. My lives are up and also on all the socials. So for level 3, I'm back on Thursday for complex numbers. Tomorrow is level 1 maths, and then level 2 probability. I'll chuck it up here. Well, I thought it was here. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. 52. No worries, human beings. You're welcome. All right, team. That's us for today. Differentiation is not this week, Gideon, but you can catch up the live stream from last week that I did. No problem, Chloe. You're welcome. Now I'm actually into two things. One is One Piece. Two is playing a game called Settlers of Catan. Two things that I spend way too much time on. So folks, I'll hang around for a few minutes and then yeah, I'll just after that we'll call it a day. Grounded 2. Man, I still haven't finished playing God of War, you know. I did like maybe a couple of missions and then I got distracted. I started playing Need for Speed again. MR Media, no, it's I actually have apparently I have a condition where if I talk too much my voice starts getting really croaky. So I've got to keep my voice in check all the time, and of course being a teacher at intermediate school is not helpful because you're pretty much loud all the time. No worries, Sidel, no worries. Kai Nguyen, I don't know why this name rings a bell. Who's my favorite in numeracy? Look, I'll be honest. Like, I think it's been a long time since I actually said this, but maybe I shouldn't say this because you guys will have this on record, and I can't have this. Nice try, IDK. You will not get that information from me. Chloe Botany. Yeah, which? Where was this, Chloe? Was it at the Howick Youth Council event? I'm trying to think. I'm terrible with... Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, geez, man. Like, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I can't pretend to say that I remember meeting a Chloe because it's, you know, I don't really ask people's names, but it's been crazy, like, you know, just the number of people that I've met. So I do apologize, you know. It's like, and then I've got to remember your YouTube name, your Instagram name, and your actual name, and it's like too much data points right there. Which Manav is this? Is this my Mac Manav or a different Manav? Stats. Yeah, Stats. Let me put it this way. Stats and I have, you know, we have a bit of a history. And after lots and lots of people bugging me on multiple channels and even in real life, I have decided that I should actually do some distributions. Hey, Layla, welcome back. So distributions in the holidays. Ah, yes, yes. I remember, Manav. I think, what are you, level year 13 now? Chai, I think that's a question you got to ask your careers counselor. Unfortunately, I only help you with, you know, the calc and stuff, but the career stuff, you've got to ask your careers advisors. I think it'll actually best to message the university. Hi from Mia. Nice. I don't know, Layla, if you remember, there was Paige was actually here on the stream earlier. Oh, thanks, Kentucky. Ooh, nice, man. What's your course? What are you doing in uni? Oh, dude, that's epic. A qualified fire electrician. I'll let AC and Adam know, eh? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was never heard of a fire electrician. Like, how does that work? Daniel D is back. Daniel, you also, how are you finding stats anyway, Daniel? Is it a lot more reading? And how did Nat go with numeracy? Like, I think she's disappeared after the CAA stopped. Don't blame her though, because I mean, we're doing all these crazy things today. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you did your complex numbers entrance today. Complex numbers entrance? What is that? I'm guessing it's your derived grades. That's crazy, man. Look, you know, I'm trying to think. One of my mates is actually on the job site, but I never know his name because I always know by his daughters. I always call him his daughter's father because our kids used to go to kindy together. Why? Okay, fine. You know what? Like, the last answer was 5.67. I can't help it. All right. I mean, just the way it actually came out. What can I do? For the mock exams. Look, don't worry about that yet, because the thing is like, the more harder these questions for mocks are, the more your head is actually prepped for the main one. And that's super cool, man. Thank you so much, Manav. Appreciate the words there. I didn't even realize that, but it's pretty cool. But nah, man, don't be a stranger when you cross the road. You know, come and say hi to us, and would love to just have a yarn with you. Yes, shot, Daniel, and that's good to hear, mate. Like, I find that writing is not my strong suite, so I end up always kind of bombing that. Like the old school stats, I'm not gonna lie, the 90s stats, I loved it in the 90s. Like, I was kicking butt in stats, but the moment they made it into reports and writing things, I was like, I just hated it. Yeah, man, I'm still at OJC, mate. So when you're doing your work, come by and say hi. Half the people here on chat are from OJC. I don't even know what they're doing here. They just come, and I'm teaching level 3 calculus, and they kind of just have a look through. All right, team. Look, that's pretty much it for today. Level 3 integration was done. Level 3 calc, easy, sir. Yeah, level 3 calc is a lot of fun. But yeah, I'll see you back at the level 3 guys. I'll see you on, when am I seeing you next? Oh yeah, I'll see you guys on Thursday. All right, I'll catch up with the level 1s tomorrow. But apart from that, thank you for joining today. Keep up the revision stuff that you do for your mocks. Easy, Entangled. Have a good one. Yep. See you at school tomorrow. Wait, you're seeing us at school tomorrow? Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Simon. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Take care. As always, what do I say to finish? Yeah. As always, thank you for watching. All right. Catch you later, and see you guys tomorrow for the level 1s. And I always struggle this part. There's like multiple buttons to press to end the stream. First, here we go. See you. No, wrong button. That didn't work.